It's a little bit more of a process, but you get more money from a tumbler than anything. You turn on the machine right back here. This little button over here, and then I already programmed it, but just make sure it's right. You want to power it on. You need to make sure it's at 190 Celsius. Timing depends on how many tumblers you're going to do at once. So let's just set up the timing here. So it's 90. So if you do just one tumbler at a time, I suggest doing 10 to 11 minutes. If you do one, if you do one, yeah, 10 to 11. If you do like 3, 8 minutes would be perfect. The more that's in there, the more heat it creates, the less time. So since we're just going to print one right now, we're going to change the time setting. We're going to increase it to 10. 10 right over here. You just keep going up. 1018 is fine. And then once you have it at 190, 1018, remember this is for one tumbler. Then you're going to push heating twice. Make sure these two little red ones are on. And it takes like 4 minutes for it to warm up. And just let it warm up. Okay. Meanwhile, I will show you how we get the tumbler ready. So here, we're going to get the tumbler ready for printing. So remember, a tumbler is not perfectly straight. It's thinner, thicker here. So you can't ever put a paper and wrap it around like this because it just won't come out straight. So usually for a tumbler, you do need to cut it. Try to cut it. And then you're going to just tape it. Make sure it's like straight right here in the middle. This one you want to make sure you have good tape on it because it could move once inside and then the image will come out blurry. So you want to put enough tape for it not to move. And then the other side. You're definitely going to want one of these tape dispenser. Yeah. I'm going to send you links of everywhere we get our stuff. You can get most of your stuff at one location online, and I think it's actually closer to you. It's on the east side. So they do free shipping if you spend more than, I believe, 150, so it's pretty good. So I like to put a lot of tape on it. I find that that's the nicest prints. Okay. And one last one. If you see like a little bump like that, you want to make sure it comes out completely. So just tape those little bumps out. Okay, so there, we got this nice and taped up. And then we come over here and we're gonna just put it in here. This is a little silicone. It's really hard to find. We had issue at the beginning because we couldn't find anywhere where we can print these tumblers. No one sells them because it's impossible to heat press them, really. So we found this. It's a little silicone wrap that goes in the machine. So you're gonna want to put this in here. Make sure sometimes if you leave it too long, the ink spreads out to the silicone. Make sure it's clean so it doesn't pass anything onto the edges or the parts that are not covered with tape or paper. So I'm gonna put it on this side. I like to put the parts of the sides here where there's no paper and tape, like where the handle would be, because once it's in the machine it's gonna suck it up. And you just don't, if there's any creases while it's printing, the image won't look nice once it comes out. So tumblers are a little, like I said, a little bit more complicated, but they are the cutest pieces. So I'm just gonna do one here on this side. Like I said, if you do 3 at a time, it's way better. Usually when you start getting a bunch of orders, you'll get multiple tumblers. So you'll be doing 3 at a time. Make sure you just seal it all up here, all around. Nice and tight. And then you just wait until the machine is completely, it will beep once it's ready.